guys, I'm pregnant, and I've decided to start to document this journey for you. Today is, it's late January. I'm about 5 weeks along, according to the calculations. I've got my first prenatal appointment made. It's going to be in mid-February. I can't wait because I just want to find out if everything's okay. I've been feeling okay up and down. Some days it's like, am I really pregnant? And then a symptom will roll along and remind you, yep, you are definitely pregnant. My main symptoms so far have been fatigue. I've been very tired. Usually about 2, 3 in the afternoon, I want to nap. And I have a hard time napping. Sometimes I've been able to pull it off. I was able to nap on Sunday. I was so tired. Symptoms so far: extreme fatigue. I had heartburn right at the beginning, but I've learned little tricks to sort of nip that in the bud. I've been trying to stay away as much as possible from acidic foods. And if I do eat an acidic food, I try and follow it with something alkaline to sort of, balance it out. I've been sleeping propped up on as many pillows as I can manage and still fall asleep. And I've also been chewing gum before bed to help neutralize the acid, and that's been working pretty well. I still have had a little bit of heartburn. Usually immediately after eating something spicy. I did have salsa a couple days ago, and there's this little burning in my sternum for a little while afterward. But so far, it's been pretty good. Nausea, it's been here and coming and going. Mostly I get nausea, I've noticed, when I have an extremely full stomach, like if I eat a big dinner the night before and then wake up, and especially if I don't have a movement that morning, which is another symptom I have been dealing with, if it's constipation. And having been a vegetarian for the last 2 years, constipation is like a foreign concept to me. I normally eat so many vegetables and so many beans that constipation is like, what's constipation? And for me, constipation is going more than 24 hours without a poo. And it hasn't quite been that long, but I definitely feel like I'm super full down there. I don't really have much of an appetite right now, but yeah, it's a tiredness, heartburn, a little bit of nausea, and yes, I have puked a couple times, but I will admit it, I made myself puke to make me feel better because I was so nauseous I could not function. And I wanted to be able, if I was gonna puke, I wanted to be able to puke on my own terms so I could get it out and not be puking like on the floor or when I'm out taking the dog to do her business. And one of those times was this morning. For some reason, I wanted apple juice and potato chips, and I ate them, and that was immediately a very bad idea, and I got rid of that as soon as it was like, oh gosh, I'm afraid I'm going to throw up. So I made myself throw. I was so nauseous in the shower. It was bad. I've been pretty emotional. I'm not crying as much as I expected to. I have been crying when I've been super worried about my husband, but I haven't been crying as easily at videos of babies, which I really expected. But mostly, especially in the morning, I've been grumpy. It's early on, but I have had a few cravings. For the most part, I would say my meals of choice are avocados and eggs for breakfast. And of course, everything bagel seasoning. I've been putting that on everything, and I've been wanting that like every single one. And now that I'm talking about it, I kind of want it now, but I'm way too full and stopped up to even think about eating anything. For lunch, I've been wanting mostly chicken stuff. Now, for the last 2 years, I've been a vegetarian, so I haven't wanted any chicken. I mean, I occasionally crave it, but the fake chicken has been enough to take the edge off of it. This time, I'm craving chicken. Not just any chicken, not baked or broiled or boiled or fried or anything super greasy and disgusting. Grilled. It has to be grilled. And tender and delicious. We got some grilled chicken a few days ago, and we had it with dinner, and it was like heaven opened up. So good. And I am sucking it in, so it's a little bit more obvious. So yeah, this is my little bump. And yes, I'm already very attached to it. Checking in for my pregnancy progress report. Today I'm 6 weeks pregnant. Symptoms have been pretty mild except for the mood swings. My main symptoms today have been nausea, irritability, mood swings, cravings. Today's craving is hash browns and Sprite. Normally I don't like Sprite, but I'm just craving it this time. Last night's craving was iced tea, specifically Lipton lemon iced tea. And I've learned the hard way, note to self, do not drink tea several minutes before bed, because I ended up waking up at 1:30 this morning and have not been back to sleep since. So the insomnia is strong with this one. Hey, welcome back. Today I am 7 weeks pregnant. Update for you guys, I actually got a full night's sleep, thank heavens. Number one symptoms right now. That would be, I've got off and on migraines. My eyes are definitely driving me a little bit crazy. My appetite is very big today, and current cravings, I've learned the hard way that lactate does not work for my cheese cravings, so yeah. But cravings that work out the best right now, anything fruity, any sort of fruity drink, whether it's juice or something that says iced tea, but it's mostly just juice. Especially raspberry iced tea, so good. I love that stuff. I have no idea how much I weigh, but I would like to show you where my tummy is. If I can just get the stupid thing. There we go. I don't know how you can see it, but yeah, and I have already eaten, so it's a little bit larger than normal. That's my belly. Hey, welcome back to the pregnancy update. I'm 8 weeks today, and there was a cliffhanger about how my appointment went the other day. It went great. We got to see the baby. Yes, I already framed this, so sue me. Baby's measuring right on time, and heartbeat was a very encouraging 176, so doctor said everything looks good. So far my blood work has come back normal, so yay! Main symptoms today have been nausea, fatigue, if this is TMI, apologies, but constipation, and cravings today. I've been craving fruity things instead of grilled chicken the last week or so. I destroyed a bottle of V8 Fusion in a matter of 2 or 3 days, and now I'm craving popsicles, but no popsicles tonight. And of course I'm out of Preggy Pops, which ease nausea, and I can't get anything with ginger except for this ginger Sprite. So I've been munching rice crackers and sipping ginger Sprite in an effort to calm my tummy, but his tummy's not feeling good either. Sympathy symptoms. Or just an overdose of potato chips. Pregnancy update. If I look like I feel miserable, I do. My digestive system has been rebelling for the last 4 days. So, 9 weeks pregnant. Apparently baby's about the size of a grape. Number one symptoms right now, digestive upset, and not just in the stomach area. The bowels have rebelled. Either I've been constipated or had horrible gas at the same time, or been running to the bathroom a lot. And there is no in between. It's like I cannot find a happy medium. It's just like, it's not working out. And made the mistake of making eggs for breakfast. Bad idea. so many gas pains, and I know it's gas pains because it goes away after I fart. I mean, at least for a little while, but with some ladies, the nausea usually hits about 6 weeks. Mine hit at 8 weeks and has been steadily getting worse. There are very few things that do not nauseate me, or give my stomach cramps later. At this point, this is practically nothing. Hey guys, welcome back. Pregnancy update. Today I am 10 weeks. Yay! That means my baby is officially out of the embryonic stage and into the fetal stage. Huzzah! I have been having a few discomforts. My digestive system, especially the lower digestive system, is very upset. Still haven't heard back about my ER visit last week about what the heck is going on with my innards. So yeah, this is what my belly looks like today. If I can, there we go. Belly shot. Hang on. All right. Where's the zoom? Now I need to refocus. Here's the obligatory belly shot. Yeah, my mom swears she sees a little bit more of like showing, but since I'm only 10 weeks and baby is like way hidden down there, even though it is starting to get a little firmer, I'm pretty sure 99% of that is still bloat. But yeah, that's my belly. I finally made the official announcement that we're expecting. I posted one of the sonogram pictures on Facebook. Got nothing but positivity so far. Already there's debate raging over whether or not it's a boy or a girl. My grandmother-in-law is convinced that the baby is a girl, like totally convinced the baby's a girl. My mother-in-law, meanwhile, is convinced that it's a boy. So, I hope they don't start arguing about it, but that is the reason I am keeping the gender totally secret until the baby's born, because it's like, I don't want anybody getting gloaty about it. I just want a cute little baby to show off at the end of all this. Hey guys, welcome back to another pregnancy update. This time it is 13 weeks. Wow, 13 whole weeks. I wish I could say I felt better, especially since I'm on the cusp of starting the second trimester, but no such luck. My bowel problems have returned with a vengeance. Not with any consistency. Yesterday it was pretty bad. And I feel like I'm still either losing weight or not gaining anything. And that has me a little bit concerned, because you're supposed to be gaining, at this point, between a half pound and to a full pound each week. Especially when you're, well, further on in the pregnancy, you're supposed to be gaining about a full pound every single week. But at this point, maybe a half pound a week. I'm not like gaining anything. I mean, I can see my stomach muscles still. And earlier in the pregnancy, I was complaining about how much I gained, but I kind of take that back because I've lost all of it. And it's like my digestive system is not properly processing the nutrients, which worries me for the sake of the baby. But I don't know, who knows? I think the baby's leeching everything off of me at this point, which is what the doctor says. Oh, they're little leeches. Yeah, I'm not worried about the baby. I'm more worried about you. Yeah, being able to maintain my own health for the sake of the little one. Morning sickness it's weird. I don't feel overly nauseous, but random things will make me gag. Like the smell when the fan is on. There's like leftover cooking smells lingering in the filter that get blown back out in my face. Ugh. The cooking fan. It's just, it is so gross. That's one thing. The thing that's disgusting is my allergies have been running amok, and I've been getting the worst postnasal drip of my life. I'm literally, it's disgusting. There's a whole bunch of gunk in the back of my throat, and it is right at the point in the back of my throat where it gags me. And once it gags me, I get the dry heaves. And in the last couple of days, when I get the dry heaves, I've been throwing up bile because at that point my stomach is empty. And it's very, very annoying. I've got like 3 different medications up there for different digestive problems. I've been alternating between Pepcid AC for heartburn and Imodium for other bowel issues. And I'm just about out of my little ginger drops for nausea, so I may have to go back to the Preggy Pops, which I'm not a fan of right now. Super sour things I don't like. My main cravings right now, any kind of protein, except for dairy. I'm lactose intolerant anyway, so we're all good there. Like, I don't want any cheese, I don't want any ice cream, or even ice cream or cheese substitutes. Not a fan. I don't really want milk, but I've been trying to drink at least 1 big glass of almond milk every day just so I can get in some more calcium. Occasionally salads, especially if they have cucumber and tomato and some sort of very light coating of acidic dressing. Oh yeah, like balsamic vinaigrette on chopped tomato and cucumber, especially in a pasta salad. Oh, so good. And like I said, any kind of protein. I'm not necessarily craving eggs, but I'm eating them because it's one of the few proteins I can tolerate right now. Beef stew. My gosh. Beef stew is my big one right now. Especially in the evening. My husband actually got me 3 of these. I finished off 2 of them last night because it was just so good. It's just the warm gravy and the broth and the warmth. And of course the protein in it. It's just so good and so soothing. I immediately want to fall asleep after eating a bowl of beef stew. I just love it so much. And this is coming from someone who's vegetarian for 2 years. This baby's making me non-vegetarian, at least for so far in this pregnancy. Because plant-based proteins, not setting well, whether it's as simple as peas or as complicated as chickpea flour that's in legumes, or pea protein that is in Beyond Burgers, which by the way smell funky to me. And another thing that smells funky to me these days is, and tastes worse than the Beyond Burgers, is the corn, Q-U-O-R-N, chicken substitute. And I used to love that stuff, but now it's just like, do not like. The only good thing that's happening so far with this part of my pregnancy is that I am finally getting some energy back. I don't feel the need to take a nap as often. I guess that's about it. Yeah, my makeup's expired. I need to throw it out. And I feel lied to because everyone was telling me, oh, once you're pregnant, your hair is going to get nice and lustrous and thick. It's still as thin and limp as ever, even though I'm using the most expensive shampoo and conditioner I've ever used in my life. That is all for this week, and I'll see everybody again next week. 14 weeks for sure, 2nd trimester. I'm excited about it, but only if this stupid digestive stuff goes away.